It's 6:44 and time for News to Go. We have a look at today's top news stories, your traffic and your weather, all before you head out the door.
We begin with breaking news out of Cherokee County, where a man has died after an argument in Gaffney. The county coroner says the man was shot in a parking lot of an apartment complex on East Junior High Road around 9:30 last night. The coroner identified the victim as 40-year-old Prentice Holloway. Authorities say Holloway was shot multiple times while having an argument with another man. He was pronounced dead on the scene, and information about the possible shooter has not been released.
The South Carolina Highway Patrol is reporting fewer people wearing seat belts in deadly crashes compared to last year.
Our Naomi Popa joins us live with where the state currently stands and where troopers believe improvement is still needed. Naomi.
Yeah, Aaron, Leah, good morning. We did get a chance to speak with South Carolina Highway Patrol, specifically Master Trooper Brandon Bolt, about what we're looking like across the state. Here in the upstate, though, we're seeing good traffic this morning, which is a good thing. Statewide, though, a good uptick of drivers during the summer months in comparison to other months. As it stands now, though, fewer fatal crashes than last year at this time. Let's take a look at some of those numbers. This year, so far, 445 fatal crashes. That's 50 less than last year. There also been a decrease in the number of people killed collectively among vehicles, pedestrians, motorcyclists, mopeds, and others. This year we've had 469, which is 63 less than last year at this time.
You know, last year we were about 505. This year we're at 450. But when I think about that, that's 450 families who won't celebrate Christmas, Thanksgiving, any other family functions the same again. So it's not just a number on a spreadsheet. You know, we get caught up in that sometimes where it's just like numbers. And these are families that are ultimately affected. So that's why we encourage folks to be safe, get further education when it comes to driving, operating, teaching your kids the right things to do. You know, that knowledge is passed down.
Now, by this time last year, 164 of the fatal incidents resulted in someone not wearing a seatbelt. So far, fewer people are wearing seatbelts, a safety measure that Master Trooper Bolt says should be a habit. Now, according to the South Carolina Department of Natural Resources, we reached out to see what their statistics looked like from the 4th of July weekend. They made it back out to us. They say they made 18 boating and under the influence arrests. The department also issued 1,608 warnings and 384 citations. Lots more traffic and people on the waterways during 4th of July weekend, which definitely impacted those numbers as we're looking through them across this summer. Live here in Greenville, I'm Naomi Popa, WYFF News 4.
Naomi, thank you. Former Spartanburg County Sheriff Chuck Wright is set to spend months in federal prison after being sentenced for 3 charges this month. But the ethics investigation into his actions as sheriff is still ongoing. Court documents filed last week detail charges he put on a credit card paid for with county funds. They include charges to a variety of businesses, including restaurants, streaming apps, stores, and car washes, among other retailers. The documents detail 63 counts of misusing county funds, and the hearing in the case is set for August 20th. This month, Wright was sentenced to 3 years and nearly 5 months in prison for wire fraud, stealing from programs, receiving federal funds, and obtaining controlled substances through misrepresentation. He'll also have to pay more than $462,000 in restitution. He's required to report to Jessup Federal Prison in Georgia by August 21st.
Right now, Greer police are asking for the public's help in identifying the people on your screen. Police say they might have information on an active investigation. Now, no information about the investigation has been released, but if you recognize them, you're asked to call Greer Police. Greenville County deputies are searching for a man accused of assault. Deputies say they were called to a domestic violence incident on Phillips McCall Road in Greer yesterday afternoon. They say 34-year-old Jerome Moreland is accused of assaulting a victim after an argument, and deputies say he left the scene before deputies arrived. If you know where he is, call the sheriff's office.
When parents send their children to school, it's with the expectation that their kids will be safe. And in Anderson County School District 3, they were taking extra steps to strengthen that trust. Here is where they have already checked off their list so far, including improved cameras, security fencing, exterior doors being replaced, and a new addition, 3M security laminate on all windows. It holds the glass in place and keeps it there longer if it's shot with bullets. The laminate is not fully bullet resistant, but it does buy the school some time if there is an attack.
Anytime you can add seconds or minutes to emergency response, SRO response, it's life-saving. And so really it's just an extra layer to add vital life-saving seconds to our emergency response.
The layer of protection is paid for by South Carolina Education School Safety Grants. School leaders say over the past 3 years, the district has received more than $1 million.
Meanwhile, Anderson School District 1 hosted a ribbon-cutting ceremony for the new Oak Hill Elementary School. It's over on Elrod Road in Powdersville, and district leaders say it'll offer modern classrooms, collaborative learning spaces, and enhanced security features. The new school was built to accommodate growth at Concrete Elementary School and Powdersville Elementary School. Oak Hill Elementary and all of Anderson 1 will start school on Thursday, August 6th.
Ware Shoals School District 51 returns to school today. School starts across the district at 8 o'clock this morning, and as a reminder to students, District 51 has a phone ban in effect. And new this year, all students enrolled in District 51 are eligible to participate in a free breakfast and lunch program. It's part of the community eligibility provision of the Healthy Hunger Free Kids Act. You don't need to register to qualify, but you can opt out.
As the back-to-school drive is happening right now in the upstate, Soul Yoga Studio in Greenville County is collecting school supplies for students in need. And the full list of supplies needed, it's on your screen right now. Some of those things include number 2 pencils, notebooks, crayons, and backpacks. You can drop off items at the downtown and Five Forks location from now until August 7th.
And this weekend, Harvest Hope is having its last summer meal kit distribution. You can drive up to the location on White Horse Road between 9 and 11 on Saturday morning and receive 5 days worth of free meals for families with children under 18. There is no income requirement and no registration is needed.
If you're looking for a new job, there's a hiring event taking place today in Yancey County. The North Carolina Department of Adult Correction is hiring full and part-time correctional officers. There's a $3,000 sign-on bonus for those hired into the full-time positions. The event itself takes place today from 10 to 2 at the NC Works Career Center. And to apply, you have to be 18 years or older, have a valid driver's license, a high school diploma or GED, and be a U.S. citizen or permanent resident of 3 years. Victoria?
It's a dreary start to our Thursday morning. Right now, plenty of cloud coverage over Asheville. Still seeing that rain starting to fall. This will be the trend throughout all of today. 72 degrees right now. Rain will increase in coverage and intensity as we go through mid-morning for western North Carolina. So this is the cold front we've been watching. There's a flood advisory just near the border of Tennessee and North Carolina. Over towards the upstate, we are seeing some very light rain move through, mainly just some sprinkles. We will start to see scattered showers later this afternoon and towards the early evening, and it increases in intensity and for the upstate later tomorrow. So we will start to see scattered showers in the upstate today. Heavier rain by tomorrow as that stationary front starts to develop. Active alerts right now, that red again is that flood advisory, but there's a flood watch in place for western North Carolina until 8 p.m. for tonight. So please keep that in mind. Upstate could see about 1 to 1.5 near 2 inches of rain before Saturday. And for western North Carolina, about 2 to 3, locally higher with some amounts.
And as you head out the door this morning, we're taking a live look heading into downtown Greenville. This is 385 at Stone Avenue. As you can see, it's a pretty nice dry start to your Thursday morning for drivers in this area. However, Victoria has mentioned a good reminder, be aware of that standing water if you do run into some rainy conditions on your commute to or from work, maybe there. Let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of our area in terms of those travel times. 2685, what you were just looking at there at 385 Fairview Road to downtown Greenville, all drive times in the green. Entries for the Omni Grove Park Inn's National Gingerbread House competition in Asheville are now being accepted. The official 2026 gingerbread display starts in November and it runs until the beginning of January. For the full details on the rules of the competition and details about viewing, you can visit the Grove Park's website.